This story is about a conflict between poor tenant farmers who live in a rural part of Indonesia, facing off against a large corporation that has connections to the Trump Organization. It's a story of people who have not been heard very often, who don't have a lot of resources at their disposal, trying to preserve their way of life as a $500 million resort development rises around them, including a golf course, hotel, movie studio, theme park, music festival venue, and so far, they haven't fared very well. This part of Indonesia is set amid tropical forests. It's where people in Jakarta like to go for the weekend. It's up in the mountains, it's cooler. It's this beautiful forested region between two volcanoes. There's a national park right next to this project where there are leopards and other endangered animals.
I look at that as a whole and I just see a great opportunity.
The Trump portion of this project is a hotel, a golf course, and hundreds of luxury villas that will be branded with the Trump name. The president's company gets paid to license his name, it will manage the golf course and hotel, and it also receives a share of real estate sales. On the edge of the village is a cemetery, located on land that will eventually become the theme park portion of this resort. In January 2019, workers arrived along with Indonesian soldiers and police and began to dig up the graves. At least one resident had given permission, others had not. The cemetery is important to these villagers. It is a Muslim community. There are traditions that they hold dear about how their dead are to be treated and buried. These residents feel this Indonesian developer, MNC, is violating those traditions, and it's made a lot of these people very distraught.
Orang yang membongkar makam sempat minta izin nggak ke Pak Heri? Ada izin nggak? Ada orang datang nanya pengen bongkar makam? Enggak.
The Trump Organization's response to this issue is that this dispute has nothing to do with them. They say the village and the cemetery are not on their portion of the project. What we know is that the Trump Organization has been important to the marketing of the entire Lido project. MNC in its presentations and brochures prominently feature the Trump Organization's participation in this first phase of the resort. MNC said that it owns the cemetery land and that it had permission from some residents to relocate graves to a different area. The company said that some people's refusal was a way to pressure MNC to buy their land at higher prices. The Trump name is on resort billboards that residents drive past. The villagers recognize that name and associate him with this project, and Trump is central to how people who are building this resort are trying to sell it to the public.